Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Sober School, where you can always find experience, strength, and hope. My name is Drew. I'm an alcoholic, and I'm a recovering alcoholic at that. And I'm still in recovery, and I'm thankful to be in recovery. We want to welcome you to this platform here today, regardless of what your addiction may be. You are welcome here. We support multiple pathways to recovery, not just one, but all pathways. And whichever pathway it is that you choose, well, we're here to help. And we definitely want to make sure that it works for you. If you're watching this through the Recovery Classroom Facebook group page, we encourage you to share your own experience, strength, and hope, and your own words of wisdom. You never know who needs to hear what it is you might have to say. And it could just change someone's life, including your own. I want to talk this morning and real quick, give you a preface. When I speak of AA, I speak of AA from the perspective of it's the only thing that worked for me. Okay, it's the only thing that worked for me. As I just said, we support multiple pathways of recovery, meaning there are many different ways that you can get sober. I know I tried every way I could think of to get sober, but for me, AA was the only thing that not only finally worked, but also stuck. That also stuck with me to where it helped keep me sober. I said last week, there were many times I was able to stop drinking. I could stop drinking, because I had an appointment to go to, or I had to go to the office, or whatever. I had to run my kids somewhere. I could always stop drinking. The problem was I couldn't stay stopped. So for me, and everything I'm about to share this morning, AA was the only thing that worked for me long term. Okay, so there's my disclaimer. There are multiple pathways of recovery. What happens if you're at that situation where you're saying AA doesn't work for me? NA doesn't work for me. I'm an alcoholic or I'm a drug addict, and I've tried these programs and they just don't work. What do you do? So that's a great question. I was at that point. I came into the rooms of AA back in 2012, 2013, something like that. And I heard him talk about God. I heard him talk about all this crazy Mahamba Jamba, this, we are the world, High School Musical, we're all in this together thing. And I was like, this is bullshit. This is fucking bullshit. I remember thinking that. These guys are a bunch of whack jobs. I'll figure it out. And I went back out. I remember thinking in my life I'd always figured things out on my own, and so surely this whole alcohol problem that I didn't have, surely I could figure that out, right? And so I tried, and I tried everything, and over the course of the next 9 years, well, it didn't work out too well for me. And my wife and I were talking the other day. Had I not made the decisions that I made in July of 2021, chances are, I firmly believe, she also believes, that I would have died by the end of 2021, that I probably would have seen Christmas of that year. The alcohol was slowly suffocating me. I was 80 pounds heavier than what I am now. I didn't realize the impact that the alcohol was having on my body, the toll it was taking on my body. So I fully believe I would have died. So what do you do whenever you think that AA doesn't work for you? Well, the one thing I did is, and again, July the 6th, 2021 was my first day of sobriety. I was apprehensive about the AA thing. It was in the back of my head, but I was like, I've got to get through today. And that was the key for me on July the 6th anyway. I needed to make it to the end of the day sober, drawing a sober breath, laying my head down on a pillow, and taking a sober breath. That was my only goal. I didn't care if my kids came to me and said, "Hey, Dad, you got to run us here, or we got to go do this, or I got to go do that." I did not care. My only sole purpose for breathing on July the 6th of 2021 was to make it to my pillow, drawing a sober breath. That was it. That was my only goal. Again, I wasn't in AA. I didn't start AA day one. As a matter of fact, I really didn't pour myself into AA until about day 28 or so of my sobriety. So I had roughly 3, almost 4 weeks under my belt of just kind of white knuckling it, right? I get that. I clearly remember, again, when I decided to get sober on July 6th, it was like, well, AA's there, but I really don't want to have to go to that route, but I know I'm probably going to have to, but I just got to get sober. And that became my only goal. At the end of the day, did you lay your head down on a pillow and go to sleep sober? You may be, again, in that situation where you're thinking AA doesn't work for you, or you're thinking NA doesn't work for you. Okay, that doesn't mean you're hopeless. That doesn't mean you're hopeless. See, I spent so many years putting all my effort and energy and thoughts into coming up with excuses of why I shouldn't stop drinking. Today's a bad day. I got this going on. I got this wedding to plan for. I got this job interview to plan for, or whatever. I spent more time, effort, and energy into coming up with every single excuse that I could come up with to not stop drinking, rather than just focusing all my effort and energy into one simple goal. And I shouldn't really say simple. It was tough, not going to lie. The tremors, the withdrawal symptoms, it was tough. But that's why I said, I just got to focus my effort and energy today, July the 6th, 2021, on making it to the end of my day, drawing a sober breath. That was, believe it or not, that was a lot easier than spending all damn day trying to think of every single excuse I could think of why I shouldn't stop drinking. See, I got tired of doing that. I got tired of wasting all my energy. I got tired of, the voices in my head telling me, well, today's not a good day, you can stop tomorrow. Well, then tomorrow would come and it's the same thing. Today's not a good day, maybe you can stop Monday. And then Monday would show up. Oh, this isn't going to be a good week because you got this going on. All these excuses just kept getting in my way. Let me say this. I allowed all these excuses. Matter of fact, I came up with all these excuses. And that's the battle that we're dealing with in our heads. For those of you that say that AA may not work, I understand that. Again, there are other ways to get sober. For me, AA was the only way that worked. Like I said, I could stop drinking. I just couldn't stay stopped. AA taught me how to stay stopped, and for that I'll be forever grateful. So, if you're struggling today, if you're a day in, if you're 24 hours in, hell, if you're 3 days in or a week in, and you're struggling, you're starting to think an awful lot about your drink or your drug. Don't think about tomorrow. Don't think about next week. Just focus on making it to the end of your day today, this very day. Focus on making it to the end of your day sober. If AA doesn't work for you and you're struggling, if you're having those thoughts, those cravings even, don't think about tomorrow. Don't think about the next 10 minutes. Think about right now. Okay, what can I do to combat this craving? What can I do to combat this feeling, this desire of I want to drug or I want to drink? All right. Don't think about tomorrow. And that was another problem. I would always think about, well, this isn't a good week or this isn't a good day, so maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I would start future tripping is what we call it, right? Don't future trip. Even if AA is not your thing, even if NA is not your thing, don't future trip. Just if you're dealing with those cravings, you're dealing with those thoughts, those racing thoughts, your elevated heart rate. This is your body. This is your body saying, oh shit, we're starting to lose what we were used to, what we had gotten used to. Wasn't natural, but what we'd gotten used to. And so that's why you have the elevated heart rate and the high blood pressure right now. Maybe even the headaches. I know I had many headaches. Focus on today. That's all you got to do. Tomorrow, when you wake up, you'll be able to look back and say, you know what? Damn, I did do that 24 hours. Damn, I did just hit 1 week. I focused on today, just today, and then once I got a collection of 5 days, I celebrated that as a milestone. Matter of fact, people who know me know that about my hashtag 5FD, 5 fucking days. I'll have to post that video here at some point again. It's been a while now I think about it. But anyway, I want to encourage you today. If you're struggling, AA may not be your thing, NA may not be your thing. Just focus on today. And matter of fact, while you're focusing on today, be open-minded enough. If nothing else, go to a meeting. You don't have to subscribe to their beliefs. You don't have to. This isn't church, right? Just go to a meeting. Place yourself around like-minded people who understand what you're going through. I hope you do that, and I hope you find that experience, strength, and hope you're looking for. Things will be okay, I promise. With that, I'll let you guys go. I hope you guys have a kick-ass day. It is Thursday, and we're almost done. So, folks, thank you for letting me come in and share my experience, strength, and hope. This keeps me sober. Remember, guys, you cannot get drunk if you don't take that first drink.